Okay, welcome to HujiProductions everyone. Today we're going to check the spark plug gap on the Morris Minor. Having done the last will it start video, Grumpy Guy, thank you. You made a comment to double check the spark plug gap, and well, you said it was meant to be 25 thou, and I've double checked it in the Haynes manual, and it is indeed 25 thou, so well remembered. So I'm going to take the spark plugs out, check the gap, adjust if necessary, and then that will be that double checked. Also got my coffee with me, so cheers everyone, let's crack on with it. Cold coffee. Oh, sun's out today, fantastic weather. It's meant to be like 14 degrees today, which is absolutely balmy compared to what it's been like in the UK recently. So yeah, taking the opportunity to play with the cars a bit. Cheers. Okay, so when it comes to checking the spark gap, I'm going to use a couple of different tools. So I've got it's kind of a wedge shape. It gets thicker as you go round, so you can put that in your spark plug, and you can see, put this on your spark plug and you kind of feel it round until it just feels resistance. And this one is about 25 thou. But this is just a random spark plug that I found in the garage. So that's 0.02, it's about 0.025, yeah. So 0.025 inches, 25 thou. Okay, so we can also use, this is a spark plug tool. So we've got a little file and a little brush for cleaning them. So use that, it's quite good. And then you've got these shapes here for putting and bending the arm. So you kind of put it in like that, and then you can bend it so it goes up and down. And then you've got some little gauges in there as well. So we have 0.025 inch, so that's the one we want today. So the other one reckoned it was about 25 thou, and yeah, it's a good fit. Try and get that in the sun. So it's just going in. So that one's really nicely gapped. Okay, so I need to take the spark plugs out, obviously. So what I'm going to do first is make sure there's no grit. Let me bring you in a sec, hang on. It's never easy trying to film jobs. So let's get the camera, do it the right way. So you quite often get grit and dirt and all stuff around the edge of the spark plug. And these ones are quite clean because I've had it apart. But it's quite a good idea just to get in there with a little brush and make sure that each of these has got no rubbish around them, because it could end up being going to the cylinder. You don't want that. So that's just something I like to do before I pop the actual spark plug out. Okay, right, so pop the lead off. I've got a spark plug removal tool. It's got a sort of foamy soft rubber insert in there to protect the ceramic part. So I'll just nip that off. I didn't think I'd done it that tight before. Okay, right, let's try again. Just nip this off. Take that off, spin the spark plug out. Sometimes it's useful just to use this to hold the spark plug. So the gap is pretty close to 25 thou. Don't know why I put this out of the way. I've got to find it again. Right, 25 thou. Let's see if we can get that. Maybe just slightly too wide. It's not far off, but there is a little bit of twist. Let's see if it's somewhere between. This is 30 thou, so if that goes in, it's wrong. No, it doesn't want to go in, so it's a little bit wider than 25, but not as bad as 30. Okay, so I've been adjusting it a bit off camera, and it's now maybe a little tight, but it was going in. Unbelievable. There you go. So that's a good gappage now, and I don't think it's far off, but it's better than it was. So I'll pop that back in. Be very careful, very careful not to cross thread it. If in doubt, undo and try again. It's quite good using the extension like this so you can see the angle and kind of wiggle it up and down so it goes in nicely. And then use the small ratchet to just nip it up. Pop the lead back on. And that's the job done. Well, the job done on number one, but you don't want to see the same thing 4 times, do you? So I will do the other 3 and then give a summary. So that's all the spark plugs done and back in. One thing I try and do with any spark plug lead system like this is to make sure you haven't got leads rubbing against things. So none of these leads are rubbing against each other. They're not chapping on this here, which you can't see. Right. Oh. Right. So be careful that your leads aren't chaffing against some sharp metal edge, some bracket, and they're all nicely independent. And because if it does rub up against something, it can damage the lead. You end up shorting it, or getting tracking when it's damp in the winter. Got memories of a long journey back from Devon in a MkII Escort where one of the leads was tracking and it ran on 3 cylinders all the way. Didn't realise what it was until we got home, and we're in the dark, opened the bonnet up, and lo and behold you could see a small blue spark near one of the leads where it rubbed against something, and I never want to do that again. It was an interesting journey. Now of course it was raining as well. So, right. Do I want to do it like this? Hang on a minute. I've got an idea. Okay, so I used, to set the spark plug gap, the little tool on the end of that to kind of lever the arm away. I checked the gap with both these gauges and this spinny round gauge. It's a great thing. And when the arm was a little bit too wide, I resorted to the hammer. Ideally I'd use the smaller hammer, but very, 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 very gently just tapping on top of the spark plug is usually enough just to bend it down a very small amount. But be careful. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. I found with this tool it was okay, but it gets really close to the insulator part. If I can just try and show you that, to see if I can get that on camera. So when you're in with this, it's actually very close to the insulator part, so you have to be really careful using this type of thing that you don't damage that insulator part, crack the ceramic, damage it in some way. So if anyone's got a better idea, better technique that they use to adjust that gappage, please stick it down in the comments, because it'd be interesting to know other methods. Right, so spark plug 2 and 4 were spot on, 25 thou, and 1 and 3 were slightly too wide, so I just tapped them in a little bit and it's all set. Recleaned them, popped them back in, nipped them up, checked all the spark plug leads. So cheers, grumpy guy, thanks for thinking of it as a good thing to check. So I've done that. Hopefully a nice short video, not too painful to watch. If you found it at least a bit amusing or useful, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, obviously it'd be nice if you did. Entirely up to you, it's free. And thank you for watching. See you on another video. Bye. I don't know how to end these videos really.